Okay, so let's see if we're live on anything. Okay, now we're back live on Facebook. And we're back live on YouTube. I don't know what happened. Maybe the guacamole song. I don't know. That could have been why they killed the stream. Anyway, we're back. Means I need to go share it again. So let me go back over here. Okay. See if this shows. Alright, there's the new one. I shared this again because
American, brought to you by Texas Counterfeiters. Go to TexasCounterfeiters.com. Texas Counterfeiters, FITTERS.com.
all right. So the original stream I had going was ended early by Facebook. I don't know why, but we got a new stream going. So let's see. Got a lot of noise out here this morning too, as Waste Connections is doing their waste collection. There we go. If you're watching, appreciate you watching. So we got one more traffic and weather coming up. Earl Pitts is on right now. Garbage truck makes a lot of noise. Hopefully it'll be gone. Coming up at 9 o'clock, if you're just joining the stream, Ryan Glenn is going to be here, going to be performing live at the Rockin' AB. All right. Did we stop again? Get stopped again? No, we're online on both.
Said he had a tapeworm along as a garden hose crawling in his gut. Said he was a broke man.
Okay.
But he's rich in prayer and doing heaven's work. Said the only way he makes it most days, he knows we're all praying for him. I looked at Monty and I said, I'm gonna pray for his brothers too. He said, mission work don't come cheap. I mean, you got to have medicine and food and
all right.
isolation, maybe. He said the only way he makes it most days, and he knows we're sending him money to continue his work. No, I said, I'm going to fishing. We can't turn our backs on this guy. I give him $2. That's like a month's pay down there, you know. I gotta think about it. Earl, pitch some Oregon. Go ahead, 1-2. Pencil.
Hi, I'm Andrew.
And I'm Chris.
And even though stonework has been around since the dawn of man carving a wheel out of a boulder, we wanted to take it to the next level in North Texas, bring it to the present time.
So we started Texas Counterfeiters.
Our goal is to complete unique and beautiful projects using natural stone and engineered stone from around the globe. We pride ourselves in being one of the only fabricators in Texas that sells our stone.
where are we sitting at
polished wood.
tickets
That
this
means
morning?
You only have to pay for what you use.
Here at Texas Counterfeiters, we are craftsmen of natural stone. Although we specialize in custom granite and marble countertops, we provide
Still plenty of weekend passes.
all over DFW with countertops for any of your home
And less than 100
And we love
VIP
doing business with
tickets.
fellow range listeners.
And that's it.
See Texas Counterfeiters at their brand new location.
Just in case you're wanting to come to McKinney for TMR.
Richardson, or find out more online at TexasCounterfeiters.com. That's Texas Counterfeiters, FITTERS.com. TexasCounterfeiters.com.
All right, we've got lucky caller number 4, Marcus, on the line. If he answers this question, he wins a new car.
Let's do this.
Okay, for a new car, name the only actor to appear in.
And now a message from our sponsor.
With 24/7 support and quick and easy claims, Progressive protects what matters most.
All right.
Progressive.
Films
Looking over at Facebook, looks like we got 3 people who are watching right now. Appreciate you. We will be having a guest in here coming up, hopefully at the top of the hour. Just kind of waiting on him to get here. And we will have Ryan Glenn. He's going to be over at Love and War on Friday, but he's also going to be playing TMR this weekend. You can check out the schedule in the app, the TMR 25 app. So be sure to do that.
He just said now he speaks Spanish.
If you're on Google Play, it is Texas Music Revolution is what you look. If you're on an iPhone, you need to look up TMR 25, but you can get the complete schedule right there.
Call 214-667-9530.
All right.
The All-Star Morning Show with Chuck Taylor. 95.3 The Range.
Hey, this is Will Hogue, and you're waking up with Chuck Taylor in the All-Star Morning
Let's
Show
see.
on 95.3 The Range.
Let me check messages. Since we have an artist coming in, I have to check messages. Sorry, I don't normally do this.
I wish that I was a silver.
Man, I don't know what's going on, man. I just don't know what's happening. All right.
Oh, I long to be a wishing well. A place where all those tiny wishes fell. I pick them up and I make them true, but not one wish would I say for you.
Got some Ray White. Oh, I need to put a.
Could only be a wishing well.
No, I just did a Will Hogue liner. I don't need a Ray White liner. Okay.
Oh, I long to be a wishing well.
We'll talk about Ray.
You don't seem to hear what
I see a guitar. I got to go let Ryan in. folding magnets. Okay, so we don't need these, yes. Hey, it's always optics, right?
Yes, sir.
And we're going to be over here.
All-Star Morning Show with Chuck Taylor.
Oh, I'm so excited for this.
What, TMR?
For all of this, for TMR.
yeah.
I'm excited to be on the show this morning.
Awesome, awesome. If you want to, I mean, you want to, you can take your guitar out and set the case there or whatever. We'll put you over here.
Awesome.
On this side. If you're up for it, I brought hot ones. If you want to try the truth or dab.
Sure, yeah.
You know, see if you can handle. You know, it's either I ask you a question, you either tell the truth, or you got to take a dab of hot sauce on the on a cracker.
Yeah, I like hot
And
sauce.
I'll go with you too.
I like hot sauce.
Well, this one is it's the last dab, and the last dab is supposedly got the hottest pepper known to man that they make it with. Yeah, it's Pepper X, which is about 2 million on the Scoville scale.
I watched a documentary about those people that do like the professional pepper eating contest. Yeah. It's crazy. They just like eat those peppers like raw and stuff. Like,
Well, I'll need to go get, if we do it, I'll need to go get a couple glasses of water just to be on the safe side, right?
Yes, sir.
I'll have a seat there. I'm going to go ahead and get kind of level in here what you're going to sound like. I'll listen in my headphones. Probably need to turn that down. All right, let's see. I'm going to put you.
Man, I listen to your show every single morning. It's so weird hearing your voice coming out of the person and not out of my, my
you listen?
radio.
Man, I appreciate you listening. Let's see. I'm going to take the gate off because you're going to be playing. Maybe put a little chorus in there. You want a little chorus in it?
Yes, sir. Whatever works.
Let's hear you play a little bit. Just play a little something for me so I can kind of.
Pennsylvania bound today, I really gotta say. Pennsylvania bound today, I really gotta say how I miss my baby. I gotta do all I can to be with her.
Okay, let's move the mic a little bit closer to your mouth.
Okay.
It'll pick up the guitar. You can turn it as you need to and just it'll pull out. You can also move the bench if you need to.
Just tell me when.
Yeah, that's good.
That's good?
Yeah, let's try this again so I can kind of get a.
Down today, I really gotta say, don't drink it. Pennsylvania bound today, I really gotta say, how I miss my baby. Gotta do all I can.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, I put a little compression on. Used a preset compression for male voices and stuff. Give me just a second here. I need to do my break. KHYI 95.3 The Range. Ray Wiley Hubbard along with the Cadillac 3. That is Fast Left Hand. You can see him this Saturday at TMR 25.
Build a ladder to the moon.
All right, let me get now. Let me just kind of get a level on you. I got the EQ and everything that I want. If you want to just sing just a little bit more.
Sure.
Right in this room.
Morning rose, my baby. tighter than any other girl. When we wake, we'll find each other's embrace, and we will call my tears at night, not much troubling mine, and for a moment I forget.
Yeah, I like that. That's perfect. That is perfect. Yeah, so we're going to have you on this one here. That's a nice thing about having one of these where you can do everything right on an iPad, right?
Oh, for sure. Man, those are so cool. It just blows me away, the technology.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I'm going to turn... I'm going to do a song from John Stork. Do my last break, get into the top of the hour. We may talk just a little bit beforehand, or talk a little bit after John Stork, kind of tease that you're coming up, and then we'll definitely do everything, the interview stuff, at the top of the hour. But I want to also turn this camera around so that people can see you, because I'm live streaming this morning as well. So kind of want to do all that. I'm going to take out, yeah, I'll probably take that one out. So let's see, we're going to move. This right here.
I have a shirt for you too. I just realized I left it in the truck.
That's okay, man. Don't worry about that right now.
I'll grab it for you before I go, though.
You're playing. We'll talk about you playing Love and War this weekend too.
Awesome.
You know, got to promote them as well. Make sure got everything happening.
Yes, sir. Man, I love that venue so much. It's such a fun place to play.
It is. It definitely is.
I'm so excited for TMR. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much for selecting me.
Dude, you were one of the acts that we saw, and we were like, you know, this is one of the ones that we got to play. You know, especially.
Thank you so much.
So we're going to find out something about you today, and like I said, we may do the hot ones, we may not. Just depends on how much time we have on that.
Yes, sir.
Have you heard this whole album yet? Man, this is it's a tribute that they did at Steamboat to Cody Canada and the music of Cross Canadian Ragweed.
Oh, really?
And it's everybody doing it a cappella. It's just such a great album.
Huh.
Yeah.
That sounds like a really cool concept.
Yeah.
Who'd you say it was?
It was done at Steamboat. It's called what's the name of it? It's a tribute album to Cross Canadian Ragweed, but that was Bruce Robinson there. That was Breakdown. That's old Cross Canadian Ragweed tune. But the whole album's got people just doing stuff.
Our dog's named Cody after Cody Canada.
Oh, really?
We have one named Cody and one named Cash after Johnny Cash.
Yeah. I'm a huge Johnny Cash fan. In fact, I have in my office at home, I've got the Johnny Cash Funk Popos. There's two of them, the Man in Black ones. I've got both of them.
I think I have. I don't remember if I have one of them or both of them. I have a few pops.
One's got him with the guitar in his hand. The other one's got the guitar strapped on the back. Yeah.
Yeah, those are cool. I love Johnny Cash.
Yeah, me too.
One of my big heroes.
I've got the vinyl of the Folsom Prison Blues set.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's such a good album.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Have you seen the documentary about him?
I've seen everything on Johnny Cash, man. I even a few years ago I went to Nashville and at the Ryman they had a display. I have not been to the Johnny Cash Museum there yet. I need to go to next time.
I've been up that way. I just haven't ever had time to stop there.
In the Ryman they had his outfits and they had
so cool.
Yeah. And they had June's outfits too, and I was like,
Man, that must be surreal.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like at Graceland, they have that big collection of Elvis's jumpsuits and stuff, and it's so weird seeing them as like an actual, just like piece of clothing. With
rhinestones on them and stuff. And you're like, man, I've seen that in pictures and videos so many times. It's so weird to think that it's a real thing.
Yeah. And to know that somebody actually, that one of your heroes actually wore that, Yeah. I wish I could have seen him live in concert. I never got to see him live in concert.
Man, that'd be so cool. I was only 2 when he passed away, so I guess I wouldn't have been able to remember.
Right.
But I love Johnny Cash, and I love that stuff he did right before he died.
Oh, where the Man Comes Around stuff, where he did all that stuff. Yeah.
And that's so cool to me to think that, somebody that was like one of the staples of country music when country music was first really getting its start as popular music, went on to do like alternative rock and stuff, and maintain that popularity doing that. That's so cool to me.
Yeah, and especially an icon, right? Not just somebody who did country music, but an icon of country music, right?
Like one of the biggest pioneers and completely changed the genre.
Yeah. Well, I mean, his Folsom Prison Blue inspired Merle Haggard, right?
Merle Haggard was in prison when he saw it, wasn't he?
Yeah. So yeah, absolutely. All right, we are coming up on just 1 minute till I do the first break, kind of introduce you, and then I'll do my weather and traffic, and then after the top of the hour, we'll get right into it.
Awesome. Sounds like a plan.
All right. Quite the setup here.
Lots of cables.
Yeah. We had to zip tie the internet to this because the clip had broken off, and we got to make sure that, to stay connected to the station, we have to have that clip. Here we go. KHYI 95.3 The Range. That is John Stork with Another Town. He's going to be in downtown McKinney this weekend as Thomas Auto Group presents Texas Music Revolution 25. Some TMR 25 artists don't have to wait till this weekend to be in downtown McKinney. And case in point, Ryan Glenn happens to be in studio with me this morning, and we just met for the first time. He's been following me on Instagram, and I reached out this morning and said, hey man, I've got an empty spot. You want to come up? Because I really wanted to get to know you, and I want to kind of introduce you to the TMR and KHYI family. So good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing great. Thank you for coming up, man. I really do appreciate that.
Well, thanks so much for having me. It's so cool. Like I was saying earlier, I listen to this show all the time. I listen to you every single morning instead of.
I'm flattered, man. I'm honored.
Your voice coming out of a real person instead of just my radio in my truck. It's very surreal.
Yeah, the scraggly beard was probably not what you pictured, right? But the pandemic changes people when you do stuff like that.
I'm starting one too.
So let me ask you this, and we'll get it more into this after the top of the hour, but just to kind of set the stage, when did you discover that you had a passion for music?
Man, I was in middle school, which it feels like so long ago now. I guess it really isn't that long, and I turned 20 in August, but I was in middle school.
Yeah, you're like 2 years older than my daughter, so no, you're a young whippersnapper.
I was in middle school, and I used to go thrift shopping with my grandma a lot, because you know how grandmas are. They love to go thrift shopping.
Yeah, exactly. My grandma used to take me thrift shopping when I was your age. So yeah, I know.
And I saw this Elvis Presley cassette tape, and I had never listened to Elvis before, and I didn't even have a cassette tape player, but I saw that, and I was like, man, I need that. So I begged her to get it for me, and she did, and I listened to it. She had a tape player in her car, and we listened to it the whole way home, and I would just go out there and sit in her car and listen to it. And, I just kind of knew, that's what I wanted to do. So a little bit after that, I went to Love and War, one of my first live shows, and saw 2 Tons of Steel, and Kevin Guile got me up to do a couple songs because I talked to him before the show and he asked me if I played, and he told me I should go home and I need to learn guitar and I need to get a band together, and I was like, man, you really think if someone like Kevin Guile is suggesting that, then maybe it's something I should seriously think about doing. So I went home and I started teaching myself guitar and started writing my own songs. Yes,
self-taught.
Yes, sir.
And you didn't pick up the guitar to pick up women. You picked up the guitar to actually sing.
then it's my passion. I love doing music. I don't know what I'd be doing right now if it weren't for music.
Well, we're excited to have you here. It is TMR 25 week. We're going to talk more after the top of the hour at 9 o'clock, but I just kind of want to give people a taste, you know. And if you're following me on Facebook or on YouTube, go to my Facebook or YouTube channel, and you can see Mr. Ryan Glenn live here at the Rockin' AB, or as we like to call it, KHYI North. We'll take a final check at your forecast and traffic coming up next.
Need an escape?
See, easy. Just have conversation, man. That's all we're going to do.
Paradise Payoff at Choctaw Casino and Resort.
All right, let me get my last stuff set up here.
Paradise could really pay off.
Taco Bell.
Earn entries and join us for drawings on Saturdays all month long from 2 p.m. to 1 a.m. With a little luck, you'll be jetting off with a lot more cash in your pocket.
And I'm sorry I don't have any of your music in the system. I didn't have anything to put into the computer system. So I'm going to have you play a couple. More than one, but we'll have conversations between songs.
Sounds good.
Okay.
I have a CD with me if you want one.
Yeah, you've got it here with you, or is it
in my guitar case?
Yeah, well, I can't play a CD here, but I'll definitely take it back to the station.
Awesome. I'll grab you one.
Yeah, definitely. You kind of, and I'll talk about this on the air. You look different than the picture that we had in the picture Love and War uses too.
The one with my pompadour.
With the bangs, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because here's. See, here's the one they're using. It's like with you with a microphone and the bangs coming down. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it kind of looked like, and that's the picture we saw on. Oh, hang on, I've got to do this.
Follow us on Twitter at KHYI.
Traffic this morning is being brought to you by Taco Bell. With double the seasoned beef and a large drink, Taco Bell's earth-shaking nachos deserve a name with some oomph, something grand. Grande is Taco Bell's Grande Nachos at a participating U.S. Taco Bell location near you for a limited time. Drinks include freezes, doubles the seasoned beef claim is compared to Nachos Bel Grande. Let's find out what's going on with Ryan Silva. Good morning.
Good morning. We had an accident right now in Grand Prairie, north on 360. Our biggest delays across the Metroplex. Right at Riverside Parkway, traffic is only able to get by in that right lane. So you are seeing about 45 minutes worth of slowdowns as you approach in from Six Flags Drive. In Arlington, eastbound I-30 right at Fielder, we have an accident where traffic is also only able to get by in that right lane. That's carrying about 20 to 25 minutes worth of slowdowns back from East Chase Parkway. And in Dallas, northbound Highway 67, we have an accident right at Camp Wisdom where, again, traffic only able to squeeze by in that right lane. Almost 20 minutes worth of slowdowns through the area. I'm Ryan Silva, DFW Traffic.
Thank you very much, Ryan, and thanks to the other Ryan who we'll be talking to after the top of the hour. Right now, it is mostly cloudy throughout the day. We'll get up to 75 today, 77 tomorrow. Going to be a nice weekend for TMR this weekend. Sunny and 75 all weekend long. Pilot Point looking at 66. Weston's got 66, 65 here at the not the high five. I'm used to saying the high five. Here at the Rockin' AB in downtown McKinney. Let's do some John Mellencamp. It's Double Blues on KHYI. It's one of those days. And that's a Johnny Cash song. Johnny wrote the words to this, and Mellencamp put the music to it. It's from an album called Words and Music.
Yeah. That's a really cool album. Elvis Costello, I think, had a couple songs on that.
Elvis did, and then the Jamie Johnson tune just blows me away on that one. I don't know if you've heard the Jamie Johnson song, but we played on KHYI.
I listened to the album, I don't remember.
Okay, so I'm going to play, after the top of the album, I'm going to play Steve Earle's Little Emperor, and we're going to talk right out of Little Emperor from Steve Earle.
Awesome. So when you were first getting into broadcasting, did you know you were going to be talking about nachos from Taco Bell?
I hoped one day. I mean, because if you're doing live reads, that's a good thing, right? It means you're good enough to do live reads. So, but I started like in 1985. I've been doing radio for like 36 years. Got to Dallas in 2005, and I've been here ever since.
I didn't realize you weren't originally from here.
No.
You've always been a name I've heard my whole life, so I guess I just assumed you were. I don't know.
Thanks for making me feel even older.
No, that's not what I meant.
Now we're definitely doing the hot sauce. I got to torture you now. Oh man. I'm going to get some water just in case we do decide to do it. I'm not going to pressure you into doing it, okay? But if we do decide to do it,
I don't mind hot sauce. I mean, I know it'll be hot, but
this one's hot. I don't even know if I can handle this one. I haven't even tried it yet. It's right in here, and they have a warning on the bottle. You know, hot sauce is bad when they have a warning on the bottle, right? But they say heat level is 10 on 10.
it must be hot if you, that's the whole bottle.
That's the whole bottle. That's the whole bottle. Yeah, that's the bottle we're talking about right there. Very small. Yeah, so let me go grab some water just in case. She's got it upstairs here.
The world's largest meat supplier says it was the target of a cyber attack. Miguel Almaguer reports.
The company is a leading supplier of meat products here with over 80 U.S. properties alone. JBS does not know who carried out the attack yet, but says in a statement they are not aware of any evidence that any customer, supplier, or employee data has been compromised.
This all comes on the heels of the recent cyber attack that forced the shutdown of the Colonial Pipeline. President Biden is calling on the nation to work together to end systematic racism. He'll be flying to Oklahoma today to meet with survivors of the Tulsa race massacre, as 100 years ago when a white mob attacked a black neighborhood known as Black Wall Street and burned down black businesses. 7 million in 4 days, that's how many flew for the Memorial Day weekend from Thursday to Sunday. Yesterday's numbers are due out this morning. It could top Friday's record of nearly 2 million passengers. I'm Michael Kastner.
Live from the high-five coast to coast, border to border, and around the world, this is KHYI.com and 50,000 watt KHYI at Dallas Fort Worth 95.3 The Range.
I'm going to give you the big glass of water because I've got coffee over here too.
I don't know. Coffee sounds like it would just make the hot sauce worse.
Alright, we'll just choose some of these cards just in case. I'm going to get the bottle pre-opened and get the crackers pre-opened just in case.
I'm a little bit scared now that I see the size of that bottle.
I'm scared too, to be honest with you. I'll be honest. I love hot stuff. I have handled I've handled the ghost pepper. I have handled the Carolina Reaper. This is hotter than both of them.
Ugh. I'm excited, but in a nervous way. Have you ever? Well, you've been out to Gas Monkey before, right?
Oh yeah, I love Gas Monkey.
Have you ever tried their? I think it's called the Coyote Burger.
Yes.
That's a hot burger.
That's a good burger.
It's a really good burger.
It's a really good burger. I will give you that.
It's hot, but it's good.
I survived it.
Me and my drummer get it every time we play out there.
Yeah.
Every time we always eat after the show though, because you can't eat that and then get up on stage and
sing. I don't think you could.
And it's so funny. He's bald. His head will turn red and start.
Just take a whiff.
Ooh. Hurt my nostrils.
Right. You're not supposed to touch anything afterwards if you get it on you.
Oh yeah.
Here we go. KHYI 95.3 The Range, Steve Earle, Little Emperor. It is 9:05. I'm Chuck Taylor. It's the All-Star Morning Show. Got music on the way for you from Charlie Crockett, who's going to be here for TMR. But right now, we're getting to know Ryan Glenn, and he is going to be playing TMR. Do you know your schedule, where you're playing and when you're playing?
Yes, so we're going to be at McKinney Hatco, and we're going to be playing at, I believe, 2:30. We got our time switched around. I believe 2:30.
Yeah, and that's just right back here. You know, it's
Yes, sir.
not that far away from the main stage.
I'm excited. I'm so excited and so grateful to have been invited.
Yeah, you were part of. We did a selection process, and we let bands all across the country apply to be part through Reverb Nation. We have a partnership with Reverb Nation, and a lot of bands use Reverb Nation to get their stuff out there to folks, to venues, to radio stations like KHYI, and then do that. And we narrowed it down from thousands to just 12, and you were one of those 12, which for us, I know I'm very choosy about about music. You know, I've been called the Simon Cowell of the radio station, because I'm that choosy when we're doing this kind of stuff. But it was one of those that we just loved. We loved your sound, and you're very singer-songwritery, which is what Texas and Red Dirt music is all about.
Well, thanks so much. I mean, that means so much to me to hear that. I mean, you know what? Yep, I know how to use words.
That's okay. I know how to use words too.
It's just such a huge honor. You know, just a few years ago, I was just starting out, and really, I still am just starting out. Still trying to play any place I can for any amount of money I can make, just to get my name out there. And it's just such a huge honor to have been invited to such a big event. And I've come every year to TMR and seen all the bands. It's just so cool to know that I'm part of that lineup.
Who's somebody that you've seen in the past that you were inspired by at TMR? I know you've mentioned Kevin Gow, so you can't say Kevin Gow anymore. Elvis has never played at TMR, so you can't say Elvis either. So who's somebody that you've seen at a TMR in the past that has inspired you?
Man, someone I really love, and we went and saw him. First TMR I ever came to, which was a few years ago, is Buffalo Ruckus. I love
Jason Lovell and Buffalo Ruckus. Yeah, they're going to be playing this year.
And we're actually doing a show with them on Thursday. I'm doing an acoustic thing with them, opening for them at Magnolia Motor Lounge in Fort Worth. I'm really excited about that, and which is another huge honor, because that's another artist and his band. I'm just like, this guy's such a cool songwriter. He's got such a cool style and a cool thing, and to know that just a few years ago I was the one in the audience watching him on stage, and now I get to be on the same lineup as him in several different shows. It's just such a huge honor. It's a huge blessing, really. It's a God thing all the way.
And for KHYI, we almost kind of feel like it's one of our bands, because this is a band that we discovered through the Shiner Rising Star competition several years ago. They applied, and we were just blown away with the competition. Now, they did not win the first year they applied. They applied again the second year, and they won the competition that second year that they applied. But that first year they applied, they didn't win. I think they were a little rock heavy, and then they changed their style on that second one, and they ended up winning the second year they applied.
Well, I know what that's like. My first album, I was real rockabilly. I had the pompadour, and I was wearing my shirts with my collar up and the Elvis jackets and stuff. But that's not really me, and I don't feel right about pretending to be someone I'm not.
Right.
I wanted to be me. So when this record came around, we got to recording this. I did songs that I 100% felt like defined me as an artist and who I am. And we got with John Pettigo, and he recorded it. And
I love John Pettigo. He works for the station. So.
Yes, sir. He's such a good guy.
Yeah.
He did such a good job, and we got all our friends to come appear on the album. We got Joshua Ray Walker and Ken Bethea from Old 97s.
Yeah.
Kevin from Two Tons comes in, and Jarrett Reddick from Bowling for Soup. We got all.
Wow, Jarrett, man. Now there's somebody I would love to have come play a TMR. I used to listen to Bowling for Soup when I was in grad school and in college and stuff like. I love Bowling for Soup.
I love Bowling for Soup.
Absolutely, man. So let's get you to do something. Let's introduce you to the larger KHYI audience. Let's get you to play something this morning.
Awesome. Here's one I wrote. It's called Pennsylvania Bound.
Bound today, I really got gotta say how I miss my baby. I gotta do all I can to be with her. If that means to run, I'll run to the ends of the earth. Sitting here looking at the trees, my fingers through the breeze, thinking it's hard to leave it all. Sitting here in my train car seat, just barely out of reach of what it means to have it all. I gotta do all I can to be with her. And if that means to run, I'll run to the ends of the earth. Rumble of the train fuels my dreams of holding you. When it finally stops, I can't believe what it's come to. Riding back on the evening train, I really gotta say, my heart just wants to cry. All these months of wasted hope, and so maybe you'd come home. All my foolish pride, I wasted my only chance to get to know you mine. Now you're Pennsylvania bound to another guy.
Mr. Ryan Glenn live in our studios north at the Rockin' AB. We've got a big glass window. Not that much of a crowd this early in the morning gathered round, but I know people out there listening, love what you're doing, man, because this is some really good stuff. Where is your songwriting inspiration coming from? Because you're so young, you're 20 years old, you don't have a whole lot of life experiences. And I think, like I said earlier, I think about my daughter. You're just 2 years older. She doesn't have a whole lot of life experiences. Where do you draw from to get those songs?
Well, I love a little bit of everything, but at my core, my biggest heroes are guys like Elvis Presley and Johnny Cash, who we've been talking about off air.
Yeah.
Off air, but and Eddie Cochran's another one of my big heroes. But then my music reach goes further than that, which is something I'm really grateful for. Is I feel like being able to like so many different artists and genres really helps to make more of a mesh of styles. I also love country artists, like I love Merle Haggard.
Yeah.
I love, Patsy Cline's one of my big heroes too. I think she had one of the most beautiful voices ever.
And of course, Willie Nelson, right?
Of course, Willie Nelson.
That goes without saying, right?
Willie Nelson, Waylon Jennings, and then I love a lot of punk stuff. I love some of that old punk stuff, like the Clash and the Sex Pistols and the Misfits.
Really?
And then I love even some of the newer punk stuff, especially pop punk, like Bowling for Soup and Blink-182. I love everything, and I take inspiration from everything. There's certain things I like about every genre, and I take the things I like, and I don't know, when I write, I try to put all of it together in a way that makes sense,
Yeah, my wife made me throw out my favorite Blink-182 shirt because it had a hole this big in it, But I love that stuff, man. I was a big fan. When I started radio, I started out alternative radio at college. So I get where you're coming from, and I can hear some of those influences a little bit, especially with some bands that you mentioned like Blink-182 and Bowling for Soup.
Oh, I grew up on alternative rock. We used to listen to 102.1 The Edge before they shut down.
Shh, you can't mention other radios.
Oh, well, they're not there anymore.
Okay.
They're not there anymore. They shut down. They sold out. To some like a greatest hits kind of station.
Oh man!
So if you're gonna listen to radio, listen to this station.
Absolutely, there you go. This is the only station in the whole wide world, right? This is the one. We're gonna play some music from Charlie Crockett. We're gonna come back and we're gonna talk, and we may do Truth or Dab, right? You've seen Hot Ones on Hulu and on the other stuff. We have to watch our language, but we may do some Truth or Dab here and find out a little bit more about Ryan Glenn. Don't forget, he is also playing this Friday night over at Love and War in Texas Plano. That is a free show, so you can go to that, especially if you can't grab yourself some tickets for TMR. Go over there to Love and War in Plano and catch Ryan, because I guarantee you're going to be impressed with this young man.
Oh, thanks so much.
Well, let's do some Charlie Crockett. This is Midnight Run, and we'll be back with more Ryan Glenn here on KHYI right after this song. Cool, man. See how easy that is?
It's a lot easier than I was expecting it to be.
It's just, most people come in and they have no concept of it, and when I do an interview, it's just having a conversation. You know, I'm not going to ask you the same boring questions everybody asks. I just want to have a conversation, get to know you. You know, and just from talking with you, I think you've got a bright future in this business, man.
Well, thank you so much. That means so much to hear, especially from you. You know, that's huge.
You don't have to say that.
Oh, I'm not trying to suck up. I'm
Yeah.
being serious.
No,
it's like I said. You know, I've heard your name and heard your show and stuff. You know, I knew about you before you knew about me.
Well, I really appreciate it, man, and I mean that when I say that I think you've got a lot of a bright future in this field. I mean, when I heard the stuff that we listened to on Reverb Nation, and then now just hearing you be able to pull that stuff off live, that's the key, right? And to know that, you know, you've got the blessing of people like Kevin Guile and the guys over there at State Fair Records and Pedigo, that tells me a lot, you know.
Well, I'm very grateful for them, and like I said, it's all a God thing at the end of the day. You know,
Yeah.
I'm very grateful for all the opportunities he opened up and all the doors he's opened.
What if you don't mind me asking, what religion are you? Are Baptist, Catholic?
Non-denominational.
Okay. I'm Episcopal. I go to my, you know, I do the live stream for my church every week.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
My girlfriend, she lives in Ohio. She's Mormon, so I don't know what we're going to do when we get married and we're going to start going to church together. But
Yeah. You know, it was hard for me. My wife was Catholic, and I was not. I was Baptist, kind of non-denominational at the time. I went to Willie's Church in Austin, up off of the 360 bridge there, and she was Catholic, and I had to promise. You know, I had to go through all this thing for Catholic. I had to promise to raise any kids Catholic, and I had to basically convert to Catholicism, right? And now we're Episcopal, so it was like none of that stuff even really mattered at that point. I don't think it matters that much. I think, you know, I don't know. I don't want to get into religion too much, but, you know.
No, I mean, I think at the end of the day, it's your heart that really matters. It's what you're trying to do, you know,
Yeah.
I think.
My grandfather was of the mind that you did not have to have a physical church, right? You know, because he said, you know, God made the world. He's in nature. I can have my whole communion with God in nature. You know, so that's the way he was.
Oh, I love that. That's awesome.
All right, so. We're about 30 seconds out. KHYI 95.3 The Range. That is your Saturday night headliner for Texas Music Revolution 25. Mr. Charlie Crockett with a midnight run. It is 9:19, and coming up, we're going to play Truth or Dab with Ryan Glenn. But I'm going to get another song out of you first, because I don't think after we have this with the hottest pepper known to man, that you may not be able to sing after that. I don't know that I'll be able to talk after we do that.
I'm a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie. You know, you open that bottle, let me have a whiff, and you open the box up, and it's a big box, and the bottle's only a couple inches tall.
Yeah. Well, the box has the cards.
I had a smell of that, and that burnt my nose. I don't know how that's gonna be on my tongue.
So you're getting to play this year. You've been several years. Are you excited about seeing anybody this year, or is there somebody you're looking forward to seeing?
I really want to see Ray Wiley Hubbard. I really want to meet Ray Wiley Hubbard, to tell you the truth. I mean, I love Ray Wiley Hubbard, and I love his stuff, and I would just, I don't know, that's another person I would absolutely love to get in with, and I'd love, you know, to meet him and talk about music with him, and
yeah.
You know.
He's. I mean, he's one of the originals, right? I mean, you got Ray and you got Guy Clark and Towns Van Zandt and Willie and Waylon and all those guys. Billy Joe Shaver.
Sure.
Jerry Jeff. And we've lost some of those over the last year. I know we lost Billy Joe and Jerry Jeff this last year, and we've lost some like Waylon and those in the and Guy in the past. So yeah, you got to meet your heroes before they're gone. But Ray, I think, God, I hope Ray lives forever, man. I love Ray Wiley Hubbard.
I'm sure he will. We'll just pray hard enough.
Yeah, there you go.
He's one of those people. He's like Johnny Cash, like we were talking about earlier. Johnny Cash, as far as I'm concerned, still alive. It's just not in the same way you and I are.
Yeah, same thing. Let's get you to do another song and set this one up for me. Tell me about the story behind the song that you're going to do.
This one's called "Good Morning Rose." I have a lot of friends that live out of state and stuff, and I have a friend. She's in the Army. Her name is Emily Rose, and I was like, "Huh,
that's a great name."
I was like, "That's a cool name," and I was like, "I wonder what I could do with Rose." So I was thinking, Rose, people being far away, and that's kind of how I came up with this song. And it's actually probably my favorite song on the whole album, and it was the hardest one to record. There was so much stuff going on between just people, the players on it not quite understanding the format of the song and the timing not working, and we had to record each part separately, and it probably took us about 20 takes of each time to get it done. Like, we were working hard on this one,
yeah.
But I'm very happy with the way it came out, and I love it so much that it's the title track to the record, Far Away Rose.
Well, hey, that's fantastic. I'm glad you didn't take the easy way out, because the easy way would have been Rose, Rose, Rose your boat, right? That would have been the easy way out. So let's do this, Far Away Rose.
All right.
It's Ryan Glenn live.
Good morning, Rose, my faraway Rose, wherever you are in the world. At night I hold you oh so tight, tighter than any other girl. But when I awake instead of your embrace, I find myself all alone. My tears at night numb my trembling mind, and for a moment I forget that you're gone. Give you all my life just for one more night. I think you know that I love you. Remember when I told you about true my feelings with me? Remember when I told you that we could always be? Well, I'm here to say, baby, you got it all the wrong ways. You know you are meant for me. Hey, little Rosie, my loving, dovin' baby, whipping doll. I never cheat, never leave, and never ever do you any wrong. Rosie, won't you hold me all night long? Hey, little Rose, won't you come back to me? Hey, little Rose, don't you know it's you that I need? just one more night. I think you know that I love you, Rose. Well, good night, Rose, my faraway Rose. Although you're not my girl, baby, tonight you'll hold me tight and remember when we held the world. And when we awake, we'll find each other's embrace, and we won't be all alone. But until the day you come my way, I'll try and forget that you're gone.
Ryan Glenn live this morning on KHYI. You've got a throwback in your voice. That there's almost a Roy Orbison like vibrato in your voice when you do that song.
Well, I appreciate that. I love Roy Orbison. I think he was one of the greatest singers that ever lived. So that's a huge compliment.
Yeah, but there's that vibration, that vibrato that you have in there. That's just, man. I actually had goosebumps when you did that song, man.
Oh, well, thank you so much.
Especially on the slow part, man. It was awesome.
Thank you. I mean, like I said, I love a little bit of everything, and I try to incorporate a little bit of everything in my music. And you know, I feel like it's one of those sounds where you either love it or hate it. So I'm grateful that you're on the end that I want you to be on.
Well, I tell you what, you may not be grateful. Coming up here in a little bit, we're going to play Truth or Dab with Ryan Glenn. 9:26, we got to pay some bills here at KHYI 95.3 The Range.
The most exciting event in the history of 95.3 The Range is getting even bigger.
All right.
Presents the 20
So we'll do this afterwards. I'll go ahead and when we get ready, I'll dab it and I'll hand you a cracker over here. I'm going to play Lucas Nelson and Promise of the Real, and then we'll do it out of Lucas Nelson and Promise of the Real.
Awesome. You might do any more songs, or should I?
No, you can put the guitar up if you want to.
I'll grab a CD while I'm over there.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I'm looking forward to hearing this now. I mean, I didn't know what to expect other than what I'd heard on the Reverb Nation. And that's not meant as a slight or anything. It's just, till you hear somebody in person, you never know. That's my litmus test too, right? Is to hear somebody sing acoustic, because you can do all sorts of things in the recording process.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, and I know that because I teach a audio production class. That's awesome, man.
Don't take chances. Get Nano Geeks on your side. Computer already down?
What's your favorite song on here?
Probably the one I just did, and if not that one, Psychobilly Sunday.
Psychobilly Sunday. Yeah, well, I like Good Morning Rose. I will probably put that into rotation.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
It's time for some
like that a lot.
talk. Sure, saving money feels good, but cutting your wireless bill.
There's a little bit of something for everyone. You know, we put a little bit of rockabilly in it, a little bit of country. Like Psychobilly Sunday is a really country song. It's the most country one on there. Good Morning Rose, a little bit of everything. You know, I wanted to make something that was eclectic. You know, that anybody could find a song on there that they're like, oh, I dig that. You know.
Yeah. Did you team up with other songwriters on here? Are there any co-writes? It's all you.
Yes, sir.
It's all you.
With the exception of the last song, we did a cover for a cover of a swing standard for the last.
All
one.
of me.
Yes, sir.
Why not pick all of me, right? That's the one. All right. So after Lucas, we'll have some fun now, right? We got the music out of the way. We're gonna have a little bit of fun with the stuff, or maybe not.
I'm house burning up just thinking about it.
Hey, I'm doing it right there with you, right? I'm not putting you through it alone. It's not like here's the stuff. You do this. You know, I've got James Land is coming by on Thursday, and he's got his own line of hot sauces, right?
Oh, really?
So he's bringing his hot sauces, and then we're going to do this one as the last one. We're going to see how many of those hot sauces we can get through.
Ooh, have fun with that one.
It'll be good. I like hot sauce, man.
I love hot sauce. What's your favorite hot sauce?
I like the Carolina Reaper, to be honest with you.
I haven't tried it actually.
There's Carolina Reaper used to be, before they came up with Pepper X, one of the hottest known peppers to man. My affinity with hot sauces goes back to when I was a kid. We were living in Long Beach, California. My dad was in the Navy, and he was at the base there. And it was his turn to take care of me. He took me to a taco stand, and he set my bottle out of reach, but a bottle of hot sauce that was open was within reach. And I drank the whole thing and never cried.
Wow. So
I either I burned myself then, but we'll see. This is I'm scared. This is only 1.69 ounces of hot sauce.
And that's supposed to be enough to last you a while.
For the game, yeah.
I love.
It says, caution: all it takes is a dab. Do not put a large amount on it.
Yeah, you're right. It's pretty bad when there has to be a warning label on the hot sauce.
Right? All it takes is a dab. I'm almost. Do I have? I don't know if I even have any toothpicks. Those are little bitty spoons. I don't want to use spoons. That would be too much. I'm starting to scare myself now. We'll see what happens. We got about 45 seconds here.
It hurts now. I almost wish I had some milk.
Yeah. I've got creamer in my coffee, but that's about it. Whew. I'm being safe, right?
That's supposed to be too much.
Huh?
So that's supposed to be enough.
That's. Oh, hang on. KHYI 95.3 The Range, 932 Lucas Nelson and Promise of the Real, and that is Perennial Bloom. I am in the process of trying to put just a single drop of the Last Dab hot sauce on my cracker so that I can, with Ryan, I'm not going to make him do this alone. I'm not that cruel. Have a bit of this hot sauce with a truth or dab, and we'll see how we fare with this hot sauce. Are you ready for this? Because there's like a warning label on this, and I was just reading it to you. This is the hottest known pepper to man. It says, caution, all it takes is a dab. Do not pour a whole lot on there. So that's all it takes. What's the hottest sauce you've done?
Man, not that. I can tell you that much. I don't know. My favorite hot sauce is Cholula, but it's not spicy enough, so I'll normally do either a lot of Cholula, or sometimes I'll do Cholula and Louisiana together, or sometimes Cholula and some cayenne pepper flakes, I don't know. I think the hottest thing I've ever had, we were talking earlier, Gas Monkey has this burger called the Coyote Burger. That thing is hot. That thing makes you sweat and makes you cry and makes your nose run. You just about shoot fire by the time you're done with it.
So we're going to do truth or dab. Okay, so you want to tell the truth, or do you want to take the cracker?
I'll tell the truth.
Okay. You're going to get out of this, right? Okay, who do you like better, Grandpa or Grandma?
Well, that's pretty easy for me, because both my grandpa are no longer with us, so Grandma.
Oh, okay. So
very insensitive of you, Mr. Taylor.
Sorry about that. Who you like better, Mom or Dad?
Well,
truth or dab?
Looks like I'm having a bite of this hot sauce.
Okay, so...
See, that's even harder for me. My parents are split up and both remarried. I got 2 moms and 2 dads.
Oh, man.
I got a mom, stepdad, and a dad and stepmom.
Okay, so original dad or stepdad?
Oh, man, that's not something I can answer.
So you're going to take the dab.
I love them both very much. Very much.
Okay, so...
All right, I guess I'm going to have to do this now.
And I'll go with you, man. Cheers.
Right, cheers.
Cheers. All right, here we go. So this is the question that takes us both out. All right. Got a little bit of it on my tongue. Feeling a little bit of the heat now.
Not as bad as I thought it was going to be, so that's a miracle.
It is a miracle. Now see who the first one of us to have to go for a drink of water is.
I'm not budging.
I'm not budging either. The best prank you've ever pulled off.
Oh.
That's not as bad as I thought it was.
No, that was actually...
If that's the hottest pepper known to man, then we are heroes.
Yeah.
We can handle this.
I don't pull a whole lot of pranks. Okay, I just pulled one the other day. We just got back from Lake Brownwood. We went hiking and to visit my uncle, and my mom's horrified of snakes.
Yeah.
Like, she's terrified of rattlesnakes. Like, anytime we're hiking on a trail, she's like, make sure if you see any snakes, we get out of the way. Like, snakes. So anytime we're hiking, I'll pull up a rattlesnake sound effect on my phone, and I'll, like, fake scream and start playing it.
Yeah.
Scare the crap out of her. And every single time, you know, she knows it's going to happen, but it still scares her.
Yeah.
And she looks back and she's like, oh my gosh.
Starting to get a little bit of that burn in the back of the throat now.
Yeah, it's starting to sting a
It's
little bit.
starting to sting just a little bit, but it's not that bad. All right. Let me ask you this. What is something you get wrong almost every time you do it?
Well, there's the basic things, like you take a USB drive and you can't plug it in the computer no matter which way you do it.
Yeah.
Or trying to plug in and out your phone charger, you know, when it's dark.
Yeah.
But that's pretty basic stuff. I think well, heck, I recorded a song on this record. It's on the cover of a swing standard. It's called All of Me. And I played that song about a bajillion times, you know, and I practice it and I work hard on it. And then when I go to play it on stage, for some reason my hand just wants to hit this other chord that's not right. So every single time I'll start the song off and I'll hit the wrong chords.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, yep, that's how this song goes.
So you get that wrong almost every time then, right?
Every time.
Every time. If you're trapped in an elevator and there's one song playing over and over and over again, what's the one song that you want playing on those elevator speakers? And it's a Muzak version of it too, right? So it's not the regular version of it. It's that strange Muzak version of it.
MacArthur Park, because that one's so long it won't get repetitive super fast.
There you go. All right, and final question: what's the best radio station in Texas?
Oh, that's a pretty hard one. Just kidding. It's KHYI 95.3 The Range.
Ryan Glenn, we are looking forward to seeing you this weekend at TMR. Come by and say hi, and you know, maybe we can make that introduction to Ray Wiley Hubbard happen for you.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, look me up, man. We'll change numbers after this. Look me up,
Awesome.
and we'll hook up over the weekend, and we'll see if we can't make that happen for you.
Well, thank you so much, and thank you so much for having me on the show this morning.
Hey,
It's so
thank
cool.
you for coming in, man. We appreciate you doing it, seriously. I love the music that I heard. Can't wait to listen to the whole album. He gave me a CD while he was here, folks. Okay, and then come see him this weekend. Go see him Friday night over at Love and War in Texas Plano. Free show. And then Thursday, who are you playing with again?
We're going to be at Buffalo Ruckus.
With the
Magnolia
Buffalo
Motor
Ruckus.
Lounge.
Magnolia Motor Lounge. All right, man. Good to see you. Can't wait to see you this weekend. And we're going to have a great time, man.
Awesome. Thanks so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ryan Glenn.
Hey, Ray's family, it's Joshua Jones, and I've got to confess,
Awesome, bud.
I'm an RV owner.
Awesome.
RV as in,
And neither one of us had to go for the water.
but between you and I,
It wasn't as hot as I thought it was.
No, it really wasn't. The cracker might have doled it out, though, son.
I think I scared myself in my head, right? On that thing. Let me take this out and let's get a picture too.
Awesome. I was actually going to about to ask that. It works.
I gave it to him on the second day. It's nice.
I'll go into doing that.
Yeah, look it up. He might get it in for you. If he knows God. I can't think of the company he does, or he formed it. Texas Songwriters Group. He does a thing on Thursdays about one.
Oh, I know, like, yeah.
Open mic, bring your own mic. That's the guy.
Okay.
Yeah, he also is, Margarita Society.
Okay.
You know what that is? It's kind of a big deal. They all wear tuxes and they bring in, they do things to kids and all stuff like that. He just wanted to be for 20 years ago and I never got it because I ain't gonna work out.
I'm not gonna
But
lie,
he brings
I can't
in
really
music
do
and they
it.
take a real expensive downtown hotel and yeah, look, Scott Brandon.
I'll have to look him up. I'll make a note on my phone real quick.
Are you lost and lonely, looking for a little
I'm gonna
more
probably have
direction?
Ethan skip my first break again.
Okay.
To get your stuff.
Okay.
And I can do the 20.
Yeah, I've got one more song and then I'm done.
Okay.
The rain.
It kind of got there real early yesterday, so. Going home yesterday, it took me 30 minutes. Coming here, it took me 45. But I have to leave from downtown. And I'm dropping Diana off at Fair Park.
Oh,
And
30 minutes.
Once I got past the downtown Dallas and got past Plano, I was going 85. But up to that point,
Yeah, there was some pretty bad
well,
traffic.
yesterday it was a holiday and there wasn't anybody on the road. So I mean, we flew. I got here at 28. Where do you live? You live in McKinney?
Denton.
Oh, you're Denton.
Yeah, there was a lot of traffic on the way here. I'm not sure where I was going, but
Well, it's Memorial Day and there was a lot of people off. We had a lot of walk around people yesterday, but I think that was fun.
yeah, I've seen a couple people walk by.
Well, I saw the ghost of Johnny Cash walk by while you were doing one of your songs. There's a man dressed all in black.
Really?
It was kind of funny because we talked about Johnny Cash this morning. This guy.
Black today, as a matter of fact.
Okay, I did too. You're almost there.
I'm almost there.
Awesome. I'm gonna go put this in the truck and can I come back with this?
Yeah,
shirt?
yeah,
You
yeah,
want me to
yeah.
wait till-
Brett, you'll need to unlock. Yeah, you can come back. Yeah, Brett, if you'll just unlock the door here and then lock it back after, and maybe he wants to keep the door locked.
I'll give you just a second. Just park.
I got to do my last break anyway. And just push on it once you unlock it. Push on it. Just, yeah, she wants to keep it locked.
Some days it works and other days it just don't work.
You want to do the last break? Get on that mic over there. The one where you can sit down. Where you can sit down. You can pull it down and sit down. There's a bench to sit down on today.
Huh?
There's a bench to sit down on today.
Yeah, they put that in there while we were on the air. Right when you left, we scooted it back and
Yeah.
no, this is perfect. You need to level on me. Is it about 1 o'clock on the level?
Well, I'm using mine, so I'm doing it.
Oh, I see. What is Abel's last name?
Casillas. Abel Casillas.
Casillas.
Casillas. The two L's make a Y sound.
Right.
Casillas.
Casillas. Are they all coming or just Abel?
I don't know. I honestly
Whatever
don't
they
know.
give me.
What? I'll take whatever they give me.
Yeah, I mean, I had everybody but one band member yesterday.
Yeah.
And the drummer lives like 2 blocks from me.
Wow.
In East Dallas. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
like, he goes, oh, I see you drive by with your motorcycle. And I went,
All right. Well, here we go. Coming up, 23 seconds. I got that speaker to use as a monitor too. It's a little bit louder.
does that turn off when you turn the mic on?
No, but it.
There's no feedback.
I haven't been getting any.
So when they play,
Oh, here we go. KHYI 95.3 The Range. Jamie Richards with Twang. That is his brand new one. He is going to be in town in downtown McKinney this weekend as Thomas Auto Group presents Texas Music Revolution 25. Big thank you to Ryan Glenn dropping by this morning, and Brett getting ready. You got guests coming up this afternoon, right?
Yeah, morning.
Morning. How you doing, man?
I'm good.
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 Who you got coming up today on your show?
I've got Abel.
Abel Casillas from Squeezebox Bandits.
Yes,
Love
sir.
the Squeezebox Bandits.
They're awesome.
Yeah, they're incredible. Hopefully he brings his Squeezebox with him.
Oh, I'm sure he will.
Let's turn the camera around so folks live can also see Brett as
Is that
well.
Facebook Live?
Yeah, that's on my Facebook Live and everything,
That's
man.
exciting,
Yeah,
isn't
so we did the whole show on Facebook Live this morning.
Oh, that's good.
you don't like that much.
You can text me and tell me all when. Not gonna happen.
We'll turn it back, man. Looking forward to another great day of music. Maley and the mayor, they did a pretty good job for not being radio folks. They did a pretty good job on the air. I listened to them on my way home yesterday.
Rockin' A and B.
Rockin' A and B, yeah, or as I like to call it, KHYI North.
Is that it?
That's KHYI North.
Okay then, we'll go with that.
All right, Brett Dillon coming your way next here on KHYI. Have a great day. We'll talk to you tomorrow morning, 6 a.m.
KHYI
Awesome.
95.3 The Range is proud to be the official broadcast station of the Indoor Football League's Frisco Fighters. The Fighters are ready
All right, so I need to turn.
America's winner, head coach Clint Dalzell and his staff welcome players from Texas, Texas A&M, Texas Tech, and many other great programs from across the country. The Frisco
No, it was pretty funny. The mayor, they do their Monday thing, mainly in the mayor, and they do a Facebook thing.
Yeah.
They did it right here before they came in yesterday. Me and Boone were standing back there going,
I gotta let Josh in.
looking around and looking around. It was pretty funny.
Instead of the dude who fell in the quarter. Sam Adams Boston Lager is crisp and refreshing. Which is why I think a six-pack wherever.
Oh, we're about to switch over now.
Sam Adams.
Josh says, you know Ryan Glenn? Ryan Glenn, Josh Jones.
Ryan was only here with me this morning.
Are we even close?
Right now?
I'm Dr. Andrew Russo, a cardiologist. Maybe you're waiting to talk to
Let me
your
make a
doctor.
call real quick.
But if you're having an irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness, don't wait. This could be a serious condition like atrial fibrillation, which can make you about 5 times more likely to have a stroke. If you're having these symptoms, don't wait. Talk to a doctor by phone, online, or in person.
Brought to you by Bristol Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
Oh, you're not bugging me. I just switch some things so Brett can do his thing.
Yes, sir.
Let me stop my